Hi everybody, it's Miss Judy or Grammy Judy, and I'm going to do a tutorial today. I was patiently waiting for rain to come into my little town of Linville, Tennessee, which has about 375 people, but we didn't have any rain. But I was going around YouTube trying to pass the time, and I found a tutorial by Christina, Creations with Christina, and I watched it, and it was so cute, and I was just dying to make some. Well, this is my altered scrap lifting attempt at her nameplate creation. This is what it looks like when finished. And there's the back, there's the bottom, and it really was simple to make. Now, Christina painted hers. I didn't have any paint, so I decided that this would be my scrap lifting alteration, and I would just use cardstock. So I did have the chipboard, and you need 3 pieces of chipboard cut at 2.5 inches by 8 inches. Then you need 3 pieces of, what I'm doing is 3 pieces of cardstock cut at 2.5 inches by 8 inches, and I just glued that onto each of the pieces. Then you will also need 3 strips of 2-inch by 8-inch cardstock, and you score it at 1 inch and fold. These are the connector pieces that make the triangle. So I'm going to show you how I connected it all together. I'm going to use glue. You can use glue, or you can use score pal tape, or you can use your big gun ATG, whatever you want to use. But I'm just going to use glue because this works pretty fast. So I take my 1/2 of the scored paper and I glue it onto a piece of the outside of the triangle. Then I take a piece of scrap chipboard, apply glue to the other side. I'm left-handed, y'all, so excuse me, but left-handed folks are creative folks, so just keep that in mind. And I put this down as kind of a separator, and then I lay my other piece, and this helps to define a way that you can fold your triangle to make your pieces stick together. So I have that down. Then I have another piece. Put some more glue on that and connect it to one of the other side, and hold it down firmly. Then I put glue on this other piece and use my divider sheet piece and place this one on. And I'm kind of a little bit off on my cuttings. I don't know what I did, but I did something crazy when I cut these, but it'll work. Who says scrapbooking has to be perfect? Alright, now for the final piece, I'll put my glue on, attach it to the base, press firmly, and then put my glue on the other side. And you really don't have to use the connector piece on this one because you're going to be folding up your triangle. And then, whoops, okay, then you just click this on as quickly as possible. And you have the base for your box. Mine, of course, using the cardstock. Now, what I did was use some of the excuse me, close to my heart paper from the Dottie pack, and I cut 3 pieces of pattern paper, and this is 2-sided pattern paper, which makes it really cool and versatile. Cut those at 2.5 by 8 inches. And then I glued that on to the base, and I used one of the reverse pieces for the very bottom. I also used my Art Philosophy cartridge to do the name, and I decorated with a little bit of ribbon, and then I used the Art Philosophy to cut some little photo stamp edges to kind of decorate it a little bit more. Then I decided that everybody needs a place to keep a pen when you have a nameplate on your desk or anything on your desk. So I created a little pocket in the back by just cutting out a piece of the extra cardstock, glue one end and push it in with glue on the other end and let that dry real good, and it'll hold a couple of pens or whatever you might want to put. So voila, you have a cute little nameplate. This also could be made at different sizes. I see you could make it smaller, make little name triangles for your family when you're getting together with family members and you want to have that designated spot for them to sit. You can make it longer if you want to make a desk plate for someone bigger so they can have it on their actual desk, or a child might put it in their room on their little certain area of their room. This was fun to make. I thank Christina for her inspiration with this project. I do have pictures on my blog spot, which is www.grammyjudies.blogspot.com. And I also have information on Close to My Heart stamps and products on my blog spot. And I hope that you enjoy my scrap lifted, altered nameplate, because I sure had fun making it. And I sure hope it rains soon. Thanks for looking, guys. Come back soon. Ta-ta.